Obviously, not the way we drew this up, but first off, credit Gordon and BYU. They got it done. They played well, and the pitcher, I thought she made it really tough on us. We didn't make very good adjustments soon enough, and I don't know. I was counting on my scorecard. We had 11 pop-ups, 6 Ks, a pretty poor base running error, and 5 errors. So you can't beat teams in this league or anywhere in the country playing like that. The positive I can take out of this is I don't think we can play worse, and hopefully we got a lot of this stuff out of us. So again, credit Gordon and his staff. I thought they've had some big wins this year, and I knew it was going to be tough, and it was.
Kenny, you talked about what their pitcher was able to do, and it seemed like her ability to change speeds was really effective. Is that something that stuck out to you, or was there something else you thought she did well the whole?
I thought she changed speeds well. She was up in the zone. We couldn't lay off that early. She made our hitters look like they were swinging a telephone pole. I kept just saying, man, our bats look slow, and that was her with the change of speed that just made it tough. But we just, I went into this game, knowing we would take good at bats and we'd put the ball and play hard, and we just didn't do that. That's a team that's they've made close to 70 errors, and we only forced them to play catch like twice. So I thought she did a nice job. We couldn't make the adjustments that we needed to, and it's over. Just like that, it's over.
Is there any way that the emotions from last weekend and how much that was for you guys played into this by any chance, you think?
I don't think so. Our practice has been locked in. Our same kids, our pregame, everything has been very normal. I tried to pay very close attention to that. I was really on high alert on that, and I never felt like I even saw anything that made me say, man, we don't look good, this is a hangover from that. I don't feel that at all. You'll have to ask them. They're the ones that are playing. I know for myself, I knew this was going to be a tough game, but it's a game that I knew if we play well, we can win, and I thought we could score 5 runs even when we had 2 outs in the last one. We just didn't make it happen.
Same question. Do you guys feel like that was the case maybe? Because it seemed, I was up in a booth and you guys seemed loose going into it, but did you guys feel like that was maybe the case?
No, I think, we knew we could go in and win those games, and we took 2 out of 3 from them. And I don't think emotions were too high, but we knew that we had what it took to beat them, and we didn't show up to play today as good as we know we can.
I agree, yeah.
I'm curious from both of your perspectives, what was the demeanor like in those player-only huddles between half innings, especially later on in the game?
I think it obviously, everyone, I don't think there was any overwhelmingly bad, negative, dire emotions, but it obviously gets a little more tense when it's coming down to it, and somebody has to do it.
We just try and tell the girls, over and over, have fun, from the beginning, and I think we just need to make the adjustments a little bit faster in the game, because in the 6th inning, we were able to scratch a few, but I think we need to step on the gas, right from the get-go.
The problem obviously isn't that we didn't do it in the 6th and 7th inning, it's coming out from the get-go.
Coach, you had 5 errors. There's errors that happen in softball, but 5 of them. At some point, did you think that they were just trying too hard, pushing too hard? 5 errors in the game is a bit much.
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever had a team here that's made 5 errors. We'd have to look that up. If you were paying attention to that game, a couple of those plays, we had a bunt. I don't know if the bunt got called an error or if after the ball went past Carly. There was a few of those. That were kind of strange plays, but they're errors, and it's like, I was thinking in there about the 6th inning. I said, man, if I was a football coach, we'd say 5 turnovers. We had no shot to win a game. And, like I said, we played very good defense. We looked like we can look at times. I think I've been pretty open that we have some bad moments, and this was one of them. But the thing I think you guys all know and you've watched with this team, we're pretty good at bouncing back. These 2 guys here, they'll have our team ready. I'm not going to go in that bus and light them up. I don't think that's going to do anything. That's not the way I am. We'll just kind of talk about what we got to do. We'll practice 1 or 2 days before we head down to Brokimbo. If you're going to lose, I want to lose in the first day. I'll let these are my grandmas here. I got to let them rest, take care of them, so we'll get recovered and give these guys a couple of days off. They need it for this stretch run, so we'll take it easy on them. I got a lot of young kids that need reps, so we'll get them to practice, and that's what we'll focus on. But yeah, the 5 errors, I'm embarrassed on that. That's what I coach, so that's a hard one to take. It is what it is. I can handle it. These guys give me everything every day. So we just picked a really poor day to play poor.
Lexi, I know it's probably the right time to ask this, but Big 12 Picture of the Year, like how awesome is that, and what does it say about the year that you had at Oklahoma State?
Yeah, obviously it's a huge honor. I think that was one of my biggest goals at the beginning of the year, and so honestly, it's a dream come true, and I can't do it without my teammates because I'm a ground ball pitcher, and my defense, they have a lot to do with that, as well as hitters. Like, I'm not a winning pitcher unless we score runs. So honestly, I see it as a staff win as well, because we went in like knowing that we were going to use all of us, and we all have our different specialties and stuff. So honestly, I think it was a whole team award, not just for me.
I think it's a real credit to Carrie as well. There was a lot of talk about us having a change there, and I'm really proud of both of them because I think there was some added pressure on them, and not only did they answer that, Lexi had her best year here, which was kind of cool numbers wise, and I think it's really neat for both of them and the whole staff. I think it's really cool. So I know that question wasn't asked to me, but I think it's important to pass out that it's pretty cool how that worked out.
Lexi, you have experienced the Broken Bow trip, and particularly coming off of a moment like today to kind of have some time to get a little mental reset. You think there's going to be some value again in that?
Oh, definitely, always. I think it's always beneficial whenever we get away from softball as a team, because we're at the softball field so much together, and so just getting away and doing something like laying out by the pool, just chit-chatting and talking about all the success we've had in the year, I think is really good for all of us, and it's something that we all look forward to every year. So I'm excited to step away from the field for a little bit, kind of relax and just enjoy each other's company.
Coach, we talked before the season about the depth of this league, maybe the deepest in a little while. BYU kind of an example of that. Is that about what an NCAA tournament team looks like? BYU looked like an NCAA tournament team today, didn't they?
Yeah, they're tough. I knew when they got into our league, I was like, man, they're a tough team, and their hitters, they've been tough on us. They are a tough group. They just grind out at bats. Lexi threw well tonight or today. Had 5 Ks, but she had to work for all of them. It wasn't like it was just 1, 2, 3. There was a lot of 2-2, 3-2 counts, and a lot of foul balls. I like Gordon a lot. I have a tremendous amount of respect for him and Pete, and those are the 2 that I know on the staff the very most. And I think they're a great asset to our league, for softball especially, but even opening us up to a new state, and beautiful, if you haven't been there yet, the facilities are top notch. They pass us in everything for softball. The facility blows us away, and just the backdrop and all that kind of stuff. So we've got, when you can bring in teams like that who have facilities, who have a winning tradition, great people who run who run the program. It's cool. I think if they can win one more, for sure they would be in here. They'd have my vote, without a doubt.
Along those lines, Kenny, nothing else that you can do to your resume at this point? What do you do? Do you scoreboard watch from here on out, or just let it play out and see what happens Sunday?
Yeah, I will be watching softball because I'm a softball junkie. I just can't get away. And my whole household is, so we'll have games on and watching. And I got a lot of friends who are coaching and playing and fighting to get seeds and everything else. So I'll just sit back and watch and rest and watch them all fight it out and get tired and dehydrated and all that stuff. And I'm gonna go home and mow today. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the best therapy ever. I got about 18 acres to get going on, so I'm gonna mow. Then my punishment will be the weed eater. Usually make my son, but I'll just tell him you get the day off, today. It's since we're so poor today, I'll weed eat. Just keep it real. You gotta keep it real. Like you know me. Like that's where I'm going. I'm gonna go home and fill up my Yeti and go and just do what you should do. And at the end of the day, we're a top 8 seed. I mean, that's what it is. We're a top 5 seed. I think that. I would be shocked if we're not. We played poorly today. If that knocks us out, we've earned that, and we'll take it. But I don't think it does. I think we're pretty firm. These kids have done it all year long, it's tough. Like, somebody's got to win and lose, and we just didn't get it done, and I can handle it.
Listen to your coach talk like that, and also calling you grandmas earlier. I could see where maybe being loose going into the postseason, just kind of you guys' thoughts going into the postseason.
Really, like Coach G said, I don't think it changes anyone's mindset necessarily going in there. Like, yeah, it's a punch in the gut to walk away from that game, like knowing we could have won, but like it doesn't make me less confident in what we can achieve going forward.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's some girls that have never even seen a postseason before on this team, so I think just getting to the postseason one is an achievement alone, but I think we know that we're good enough to beat anyone, and we just didn't have what it took today, and we're just going to come out with the mindset that we're going to blow past people in postseason.